Okay, this is my first YouTube video ever, and I've been working for a few days to try and get it done, and there's always something wrong with it. I don't look right, background noise, lighting's not right, so I'm just going to do this video and upload it, and hopefully I'll get better at making videos as I go along. Part of my reason for making this video is I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos lately, and I found that mostly when you look up things for Wicca, a lot of what you find are people showing off their books of shadows or showing off their tools or their pagan rooms, and to me it's seriously to me it really just seems like you're bragging. And I know there's a lot of people who are helped with by watching those videos. It kind of gives them an idea of where to go. For me, I've personally been practicing paganism, as I call it myself. I am a pagan. I've been practicing it for 7 years. I'm a follower of the Celtic tradition, and in a video after this introduction basically, I'll explain a little more about the different types of paganism and stuff, and also I'll give you some tips on really how to discover whether or not you are pagan. I have a whole list of videos planned out to do. That's what I do. I make lists, and I have as soon as I find it, I have a list of ideas on what I thought would be the best types of videos to do for people who are just learning paganism or trying to grow in the craft. That's the list so far. I might develop a few more. And this right here is my Book of Shadows basic journal. I have a Book of Shadows, which I don't call it a Book of Shadows, I call it a Grimoire, which is what they originally were called. I'm not going to show you what's inside, even though there's really nothing too personal in here. What I do basically is everything that holds true to my coven. I am part of the coven. Whatever holds true to the coven, the things that will stay with us, they go in the Grimoire. And rituals and spells that we'd like to collect go into what we call a Book of Spells. So you won't find rituals in our Grimoire. You'll find how to cast circles, basic information like that and such. And what we do have, I will show you this page, we have this page called Steps to Beginning a Life in the Craft. This is basically what I want to show you, what I'm going to start with today. Number one is, of course, be familiar with what paganism really is. And number two, learn the tradition and find your representation of deity. My coven's name is Rogera, and we have our representation of deity in here, right there, and it's even pulled out together in a graph. For newcomers, I think our newest member has been practicing with us for about 3 months now, so she's still learning. And I'm one of the original founders, and we've been practicing for 7 years. So we have different levels of people in our coven with different basically knowledge levels. We each have our own purposes in the craft as well. I myself am the chronicler. I make sure everything about the craft is written down, basically our traditions and everything. That's my job. I am a writer in real life. I'm a published writer, and so we just took it upon me to be writer for the coven. Okay, on to basically the main reason I wanted to write this video. Like I said, I've been seeing a lot of Wiccan videos on YouTube, and it's like you're bragging, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying, personally, for someone who's been in the craft for a long time, displaying your entire contents of your Book of Shadows on the internet for anyone to see, basically it's kind of an invasion of privacy. It actually even goes against one of the old laws of Wiccanism. Even though I personally do not follow Wiccanism, I don't even really like the word Wicca. It's been given such a derogatory term in today's media, and a lot of people read a book they like or see a movie or get inspired to be Wicca, so they have a Wiccan phase. So basically, if you play witch for a little while, you're a Wiccan. If you truly study the craft, which is what magic is, and you have a devotion to it and a lifelong journey through it, you study the craft, you're a pagan, is what I call it. But yeah, what I'm basically hoping to do is lay out a series of videos, if I can keep it up. Sorry, there's a candle here. I always have a candle burning whenever I do anything with the craft. My personal area of expertise is candle magic, along with some divination. But, I mean, I'm not going to flip through and show you all the things in my Books of Shadows, but I am going to pinpoint things in it to pull out to show you about learning the craft, basically. And that's what I'm kind of hoping, is to start somewhat of a journey into the craft. Like, video number 1 is what's it about, and my question to anyone who watches it is, why are you Wicca? You know, define your purposes for it. You know, do you feel strongly that this is your path, or are you just attracted to it for some other reason? My next video, which I'm probably about to do as soon as I turn this one off, is going to be, you know, describing what paganism really is, and describing the different cultures inside of paganism. There's different beliefs. There's, you know, like a Wiccan and a pagan, or there's Santeria, Voodoo, Austria. There's a whole bunch of different branches, and basically one thing about becoming familiar with paganism and finding your true self in it is to know what tradition you most, how do you explain it? What tradition you most feel strongly about. For me it was Celtics, because that is what my mother practiced. My mother was a Wiccan, and I became a pagan, so basically that's it. And I know this video is kind of cheesy, and it's probably not very helpful, but it's basically to explain what further videos coming are going to be. So, and I'm not good with videos, so basically you're going to get the most raw form of video that could be known to you too, because I'm not good with editing and stuff, so I work with words usually, not images, so merry meet.